Hey everyone, Mrs. Schoppe here. Welcome to Food Fridays. You know, when I was growing up, my sisters and I liked to pretend that we had our own cooking show and we would cook things for each other, obviously with adult supervision. So today, that's what we're gonna do. Welcome to Mrs. Schoppe's kitchen, and we are going to make a little snack. I don't know about y'all, but during this time at home, I get a little stir crazy and I get the munchies a lot, which makes me go over to my cabinet and reach for something that's not exactly healthy for me. Well, today I'm going to show you a little dessert that is a good substitution for some things that maybe aren't the best things for us, but it's still a cake. So it's something called a mug cake, and what we're gonna do is we're gonna get our favorite mug. This is one of mine. Or a microwave safe bowl. Make sure it's microwave safe because we are going to be cooking it in the microwave. And our recipe today is actually going to be sugar free. I know, don't get scared by that, but it's really delicious. Um, and but still be really good. Today we're going to be making a chocolate mug cake. I'm going to tell you the ingredients that you need. You need a banana. This one is overripe, which is what you want because a banana that is more ripe actually is sweeter. So that's where we're going to get the sweetness from. This one is a little maybe too ripe, but we're going to use it anyway. It'll be fine. You need cocoa powder. Today I have almond butter, but you can also just use regular peanut butter. Some chocolate chips. Yes, chocolate chips. It's fine. This will help add a little bit of the sweetness too. A few of the other things that you can add to it. You can add vanilla. You do not have to, but I will probably add a little vanilla. And I love cinnamon, so I'm going to add a little cinnamon to mine. Don't forget your mug, a fork to mix it, and a tablespoon measure. All right, y'all ready to get started? Also make sure before you do this, you have permission from a parent or an adult, and you also have the help from them too. All right, let's get started. You're gonna start off by mashing the banana. You can do it directly in the mug. I just did it in a bowl so that it was easier for y'all to see what I was doing. Now you're gonna add 2 tablespoons of cocoa powder. Just go ahead and scoop it and make sure it's just level at the top. Now we're going to add the peanut butter or almond butter, whichever you choose to use. And you're going to go ahead and get 2 tablespoons of that as well. It's a little sticky when it's coming out, so you can go ahead and use another spoon or your finger to get it out. Make sure our hands are clean before we start this. Now you're going to go ahead and make sure everything's mixed up and combined. Okay, these next 2 steps are totally optional. I added 1/4 teaspoon of vanilla, and I just kind of did 1 little shake of cinnamon. Now you're just going to stir it one more time, making sure everything's combined. Now for the final step, go ahead and add 2 to 3 tablespoons of chocolate chips. Now just give it one last stir to make sure the chocolate chips are mixed in, and you'll be done. Okay, now that I finished mixing it up, I transferred it into my mug. Like I said earlier, you don't have to mix it in a bowl. I just did that so it was easier for you to see what all I was doing. You can actually mix it directly in the mug. All right, so let's get that out of the way. When you do mix it in your mug, you're gonna get some batter on the sides. So what you wanna do is just take a napkin or a paper towel and just kind of clean off the sides because that's gonna cook a lot and you don't want it to burn. All right? So we have it all ready. If y'all want, you can add a little extra chocolate chips on the top to make it look pretty. Okay, now you're gonna microwave it for 1 to 1.5 minutes, depending on how gooey you want it. I went ahead and did mine for 1.5 minutes to give it more of a cake texture. And now it's done. And make sure you're careful pulling it out of the microwave because it will be hot. All right, it's done. Be careful when you're pulling it out of the microwave that you use either a hot pad or you grab it by the handle because it is very warm, okay? So we gotta let it cool off just a little bit and then we can enjoy it. Like I said, this is a really good alternative to maybe snacks that have a lot of sugar and things that aren't necessarily great for us. So can't wait to try it. Okay, y'all ready? Make sure it's cool. Pretty good little snack. And it's not horrible for you. So I'd say win-win for everybody. Well, hope y'all have a wonderful day. Don't forget, make sure you have adult supervision to make this, and clean up after yourself. Everyone else will appreciate it. Bye.